here with Shannon, Sizzlen Stampers, and I'm excited to come to you today with this month's community curbside kit for one of our local library branches. So let's get started and let's look at the super cute projects that these are going to be in your kit materials. So in your bag. Now, first of all, let me just put a little disclaimer out there. Because of my surgery that I'm recovering on, you're not going to see me do a lot of stamping today. I'm still and very minimal paper cutting and stuff. I've had helpers who helped me cut and everything and package all the kits up because that was something. I'm on limited range of motion with my arms. So in your kit, you're going to have this cute little package of Kleenex tissues, little tissues that say thank you. And they've got kind of a barn wood, super cute, right? Motif on them. And then going from small to large, you're going to have a little raccoon, a square of this soft sea foam and rich raspberry mini stripe cardstock. You're going to have a circle or maybe a rectangle that is white outlined with gold. Sorry, my brain is not working too well. You're going to have a bigger, this is like a koala bear, but if you want it to be a different bear, you can call it a brown bear, black bear, grizzly bear, whatever kind of bear you like. You're going to have a circle. Same colors and pattern as this, but it has some gold metallic kind of ribboning through it. A rich raspberry with gold leafing piece. A card base that is again in those same colors, soft sea foam, and it has the rich raspberry and the gold leaf ribboning. And then a coordinated envelope. So that's what's coming in your kit. And the first project we're going to do is the card. For the card, you're going to use these pieces right here, and then whatever piece you're saying is. Okay? So, I'm gonna sneakily have to open mine because I forgot to bring an extra Kleenex in here. So the one thing that I did not include was a loose Kleenex. You could even use a piece of like white tissue paper if you want. I'm just gonna be bad and pull one of these Kleenex out of this, and you're gonna have to forget that I did it that way. Okay. So I'm going to set that aside. We're going to do our card. And for the card, you're going to first take this circle and we're going to end up cutting a little square or a rectangle out to mimic a Kleenex box. And I gave you the circle because I really like that it brings back in that gold ribboning to match to the card. So you basically just want something, you don't want it to be too big, that is going to remind you of a Kleenex box. I think I'm going to make it a tiny bit smaller. Okay. So the rest of that circle is just left over for the moment. All right. Now you can flat glue these or you can glue them with dimensionals. I'm going to be using, well, I know I brought my dimensionals in. There they are. I'm going to be doing both so you can kind of see. So step one is just to take your rich raspberry with the gold leaves. That's really out of my range of motion, shaking that glue. I forgot to leave it tipped upside down so it'd be ready. But you're going to glue that onto the center of your card, like that. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is you can stamp a word, or you can even write anything on it that you want, whether it's the round one or if you have a rectangle one, whichever version you have, you can stamp or write on that. I'm going to lay those because someone pre-stamped those for me. My husband, you can see he missed the G. But the next step is to go ahead and put your bear on, and I'm kind of centering him or her in between the leafing. And you'll notice this bear has a cutout on this arm, and you don't want to put any glue or adhesive behind that arm. See how I'm kind of flipping that up because I want it to look dimensional, and I want it to, we're going to put it like the little bear is holding a box of tissue, of Kleenex. So that is the next step. Now I've put mine on with dimensionals or pop dots, whatever you have, or you can glue him flat. Just remember to avoid gluing on the open arm. So whatever you're using for your little Kleenex, whether it's a real Kleenex or tissue paper, any of that will work. You just need to cut yourself a little bit, and you're going to kind of just tweak it, twist it, however. That's just a tiny piece. And I'm going to glue this right here in the center of his belly, like that. Now I'm going to come in with my little Kleenex box, and I want to glue that down really, really well. Oh, I think I'm going to do it like this. So I want that to go right down like that. Okay, so that's the first step. That's the card. The second part to this project is to do a little cover for your Kleenex. I would suggest keeping this on the back side. Remember, I had to open mine up. Yours will look nice and neat. Because this way, if they flip it over, they can see the cute thank you. Now, you can choose to either fold this down like so and cover it, but I suggest cutting the square down. You want a piece that is 2 by 3 inches long. And 3 is just a tiny, it's just cutting literally a ½ inch off probably. And then 2, because I'm cutting it down to be the exact, and if you want to save your circle, you'll have scraps from this if you want to make your tissue box out of this and save your circle for another project, or you want to be creative. But I'm going to put that like, whoop, I just moved my entire pad. Now we're going to glue that on to the tissue package, just to give a little bit of color to coordinate it back to the card. Now, here's where you get to be creative. I don't know if you're going to have the rectangle. I don't know if you're going to have the circle. And you will have this little raccoon that you can put your raccoon on there. I'm just going to cut this little wrapper off for the video purposes and filming so it will look nicer. Okay. It looks a little crookedy because of that. Let's try again. Okay. So your tissue box package, of course, will not be open. So yours is going to go on much smoother and more and easy. You're not going to have a problem. And then you can put this cute little raccoon on again with dimensionals or flat. It doesn't matter. But you're going to probably want to keep whatever adhesive you choose right in the center because he's going to be wider than the tissue. We're going to sit him on. Now, you can then take, I'm going to take the piercing end of my tool, but you can use a pair of scissors or whatever, and I'm just going to lightly, I could have probably done this before I put him on. I wasn't sure I was going to do this step or not, but I feel like it looks so much more real when one of the arms opens up a little bit realistically to hold the item. So you can use a piercing tool, an X-Acto knife, a small pair of scissors, which apparently I also did not bring to my crafting table. This surgery has not been fun for me. Because even though I'm home because I can't work full time right now, but I can't also do anything else. So stamping is always my crafting fun outlet. And I was like, oh, I'll maybe get to do some fun stamping stuff while I'm off on this surgery. No, because most of it is all out of my arm range, so I haven't been allowed to do any. Okay, so I've got the arm coming up a little bit. It'll just give you an idea. And now you can stick your little saying in there, whichever one you want, however you might have it. I think I'm going to make that smaller. And so it's just all about what do you like. You know, it could be like the little raccoon is holding it there. I think we want to go further into our arm. And that's mainly so that I can slide that back and we can see the other little bit of his arm right there. So see how that's popping out? So now that I know where it's going to go, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right there on his arm. And I'm going to slide that in. How cute are these little comforting critters? Aren't those so cute? Little woodland critters that comfort you. And we can all use some comfort right now. Hopefully hopefully COVID is becoming less a part of our daily lives. But still, we are all still reeling with aftermath from the thing. But how cute is he when he's right up close? Super cute, little tissue cover. And how about this guy who's holding a little box of the tissues? So that's why it works so perfectly. And then you just slide your little card into your envelope. Your envelope is already color coordinated to match. Write your person's name and you can give them all of that together as a cute little coordinated card and little gift. It's just something, these are perfect to drop off, and if you need to, hang on someone's door who is sick, whether it's with COVID, a cold, the flu, anything. They're also cute for coworkers. Instead of get well soon, you could always just say, you know, sending comforting thoughts your way. They'd be great for anything. So I hope you enjoy this month's Curbside Community Class Kit, and have a great day, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.